Welcome back to the Cybersecurity Advent Calendar. Today is the 24th of December, Christmas Eve, the day before the Christmas Day, which marks the birth of Jesus in Bethlehem. In Northern, Central and Eastern Europe, as well as part of Latin America, the Christmas Eve is the main day of celebration, following the early Jewish and Christian way to marking a day. In Sweden, families gather together in traditional Christmas meal. Have you heard about smörgåsbord? It often includes ham, herring, meatballs and porridge. The lights, food and presents symbolize joy and triumph of light over darkness, both literally and spiritually. Let's open the door for today. As we reach the final stretch of this Cybersecurity Advent Calendar, it's worth pausing for a moment and looking back at the journey we've taken. A journey that mirrors transformation of the entire cybersecurity world. It all began with the old castle and moat mindset, a time when everything inside the corporate network was trusted and everything outside was not. Back then it made sense. Applications lived in the data center and users sat in the office. The firewall was the drawbridge. But then everything changed. Applications moved to the cloud, first SaaS, and then infrastructure as a service workloads. Users went remote, devices diversified, and data spread across regions and platforms. And suddenly, that old model simply couldn't hold. Trust based on location was no longer trust at all. And this shift set the stage for Zero Trust and eventually SASE, Secure Access Service Edge. A new approach built on one simple principle: never trust, always verify. Every user, every device, every application, authenticated and authorized continuously, not just once. Along the way, we explored the building blocks of Security Service Edge, SSE, the secure web gateway, which inspecting the outbound traffic, the CASB protecting the SaaS applications, and CTNA replacing the VPN as a modern doorway into private applications. And DLP, of course, keeping sensitive information from slipping away. And as the industry evolved, something fundamental happened. Security shifted from protecting the network to protect the application workload and the data itself. We saw how cloud-native security expanded beyond the edge, with CSPM watching over misconfiguration, CWPP shielding workloads, and DSPM tracking sensitive data, no matter where it lived. It became clear that real battleground wasn't north-south traffic at the perimeter anymore. It was identity, context, and application-level trust. If there's one message ties together everything from door 1 to door 23, it's this. Modern cybersecurity is about making sure the right user gets the right access to the right application or data from the right device. And doing that consistently, globally, and without assuming trust based on location. That's the heart of Zero Trust. That's the promise of SASE, and that's the direction the entire industry is moving. I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and don't miss the final door tomorrow. Thank you for watching the Christmas Eve door. As the world slows down tonight, may we all find a moment of peace, warmth, and gratitude with the people we love. Merry Christmas and see you tomorrow for the last door.